Overwhelm is a familiar feeling for most of us. It's hard to avoid it completely in this world where we have constant access to information. We're expected to engage with it, and there's this pressure to show up in life in socially acceptable ways. It can make us feel stressed out, confused, anxious, like we're spinning in circles and have a hard time breaking free. And it can feel like life is simply too much to handle. And this can bring us down into a serious depression. Not everyone experiences overwhelm at this extreme though. Many people can overcome overwhelm much better or quicker than others. So why is that, and what are they doing? It's not that their life circumstances are easier, it's what they're doing to counteract it. They have methods to deal with it and trust in their ability to bring themselves out of this fog. The 5 tips I'm sharing with you here are going to lift you out of overwhelm, help you find your cool again so that your path is clear and life becomes more manageable and enjoyable again. Hello friends, if we haven't met yet, I'm Brandy Falcon with Falcon Healing Arts, and I help women and their families manage modern health challenges such as overwhelm. And I do this with energy and shamanic healing, Chinese medicine, and human design coaching. And even though this is my work, I get overwhelmed too. In fact, I deal with it every week, and I need to be proactive with lifestyle choices and care in order to avoid it becoming more serious. So these 5 tips that I give to my clients and that I'm sharing with you right now are based on what I do for myself to support my body, heart, mind, and spirit. Hit the like button if you're looking forward to hearing them, and let's get into it. So I suggest doing these like steps, and it could be sequential this way or whatever way feels appropriate for you. But do them as soon as you start to notice symptoms of overwhelm. So you'll need to know what that looks like for you. For me, I start feeling tension in my shoulders, neck, and jaw. I get a little snappy. At that point, I know that I am reaching a certain threshold. I need to bring myself back down and clear it before it gets worse. So for you, it may be confusion, anxiety, maybe even palpitations, or starting to feel depressed. And I have several things you could do for each of these steps, so please don't feel like you need to do all of them and add to the overwhelm. The first thing you need to do is to stop consuming information, unhelpful advice, and unhealthy coping mechanisms. And besides our belief system, how we judge and view the world with respect to how we feel about ourselves, it's these things that tend to cause the overwhelm. And when we are feeling overwhelmed, it's that we are too full. We're too full of something, and we're not able to process it. It's clouding our judgment, and it may not even be clear what you are trying to achieve or what you're searching for in the moment, because there is often this need of wanting to do more in order to resolve the overwhelm. So we need to stop this tendency of looking outside of ourselves for ideas, for validation. And if you're feeling lost, of course, it's natural to seek help. And if it's from a coach, a counselor, a healer, of course, they can help you to find more clarity in your life. But I do not recommend going on to social media asking for support there, because oftentimes it's not enough to move you past overwhelm to give you any insight as to what is really going on with you. Sometimes misery loves company. We find friends who are in the same situation as us, and so it can make us feel better that we're not alone. But again, it's not healing you. It's not bringing you to the point where you are overcoming the overwhelm. And then we also need to think of other ways that we might be filling ourselves, taking on too much. And this can be with other things that we are consuming. So food, eating a lot of junk food, drinking alcohol. These are coping mechanisms too that make us feel like we are filling a void, and we have filled so much that we're not even clear that it's actually harming us. It's just adding to the energy that is already filling you to the brim and making it harder to process and let go. Number 2 is to seek quiet and solitude. So remove yourself if at all possible, and I do believe it is possible for everyone to do this, for 15 to 30 minutes just to help yourself let go and recharge. And so remove yourself from intense situations, high energy people. You want space, you want time alone so you can process, which may mean processing your emotions too, that you can do in an uninhibited manner. So please figure out a way for that to happen. Be very honest and clear if you're at work or at home. Just ask for this time to collect yourself and make it clear too that this is going to help you be more engaged with your family, friends, more productive at work. They will let you go. So I suggest going for a walk in nature if you can. I also believe it's important that you do this in silence. So not listening to music, even the most relaxing music, is more input. So being quiet, just allowing for the sounds of nature to surround you. It is very soothing to hear these sounds. They're comforting and relax the nervous system. So before we go on to number 3, let me know in the comments below if you do take time to be alone, especially when you're overwhelmed, or if this is an issue for you and you feel like you need to work on it. Next, number 3 is to breathe. And this is such an important step in overcoming overwhelm. When we're stressed, our breath is very shallow, just in the upper torso. It's actually supporting our sympathetic nervous system more, which is the fight or flight, overexcited aspect of the autonomic nervous system. And so when you're doing conscious deep breathing, we're allowing the diaphragm to relax. We're bringing the breath in deeper in the body. This is more soothing for the nerves that run along the spine, that reach out to all of our vital organs, and is very supportive for our mental and emotional health too. So this video right here, 3-part breathing, is a simple breathing practice I teach to all my clients very early on if this is new for them. So that's where I would start if I were you. I'll have this video linked up on the end screen for you to watch next. Number 4 is to actively clear your energy. And there are many ways that you can do this. Grounding with the earth, so putting your bare feet on the earth, asking the earth to take this old and helpful, possibly negative energy from your body. And you can also do this with a walking meditation. So each time you're placing your feet on the ground, you can be imagining that the energy is dripping off of your body and down into the earth. You can use visualization, imagining that light is pouring down, and as it passes the transverse plane of the body, you're clearing out this energy too, and clearing out the overwhelm that moves with it. Gentle yoga, tai chi, qigong are wonderful for you to move this energy out as well. So all of these practices I listed are things that you can do by yourself, for yourself. But of course, it is lovely to simply receive. You'll need to be proactive about this, to schedule with a practitioner at least once a month. So going to see an acupuncturist for stress management, getting a massage. I love to combine a hot tub and massage at the local spa. And my absolute favorite thing to do is to receive energy healing. I offer distance energy healing for my clients so they can just relax and receive at home. We do this over Zoom. I do the same with my mentor, who I receive energy healing sessions from as well. I used to go to his office. It was a big deal because he lives 40 minutes away from me. But now we just do this over Zoom. And honestly, I feel like the sessions are even more powerful because the focus is different. And now the fifth and final step here in this process is to receive spiritual nourishment. This is something that happens passively. So these previous 4 steps were clearing. Once we are cleared, the nourishment is just going to drop in. It's not something we need to actively seek. Meditation does help, but I would suggest that if you're doing meditation and creating this time to really look inward and be with yourself, that you're doing it with an open awareness. So with Vipassana meditation versus a guided meditation. Again, with a guided meditation, you're getting more instruction, you're getting more input. It may be too much for the mind to handle. And with an open awareness meditation, or even just laying down and putting your legs up the wall, so being in a restorative yoga pose, and just allowing space, time and space to just be. This is when we communicate with our spiritual essence, with our higher self, with God, with Source, with our spirit guides. And what drops in is exactly what we need. Let Spirit nourish you without trying. Our work is simply to clear and get out of our own way. I hope this helps, friends. I would be so interested to hear if there's something on this list that you are going to add in to your schedule when you are feeling overwhelmed and are looking to release it consciously. So I look forward to reading those in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I would appreciate it if you would like, share, subscribe if you found this video interesting. Check out the description below for free resources and ways that we can work together further. And as promised, here is the 3-part breathing video that will support your holistic health. Well wishes, friends. I look forward to seeing you again next week.